Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo, joins us now. Dev, what's going on, brother?
Yo, what's happening? How we doing?
Doing good. How we feeling? The weekend, LSU wins. Not the prettiest win. The Saints lose wasn't the ugliest loss that we've seen. So how we feeling after a weekend of football?
Yeah, I think LSU will be fine. We saw what happened with Florida, so I got nothing but confidence in LSU, even despite that game. The Saints, like you said, you lost by 7. And it's one of them games to where, dude, it reminds me of the old Saints, like back in the day. It's like, dude, they'll get close, but they won't win, right? And that's what I don't know. It's so tough, man. So many penalties. Really a lot of mistakes from vets, not just young guys, but a lot of mistakes from vets too. And that'll kill you, bro. Penalties and the inability to score in the red zone. But what keeps you from scoring is what? Penalties. So, first game, I guess.
Tell us all right, so, penalties, got us out of rhythm, got us playing not on schedule from a down and distance, which is not great when you're trying to, play a young quarterback. But, we thought he did pretty darn good. I think he was above, mid. What was your thoughts when you break it down and you're feeling during the game watching him?
Yeah, no, I feel the same exact way. I think he was better than mid, right? And then especially, at the end there, he just – and when I say he, I'm talking about Spencer Rattler. He ran that offense almost, perfectly really at the end. Yeah. Really good. So, but like he said in the press conference, he's been in that situation a few times. I don't know if y'all – what game was it last year? I want to say it was the Commanders game. When Haina had played the first half, he was awful. That was the beginning of the demise of Haina. And Spencer Rattler came in, brought the team all the way back, and it's ironic because I'm pretty sure who dropped the ball that game was the same guy who dropped the ball this game. So, what can you do? Dude, what a throw.
If it was an established quarterback out there in that drive, if it was let's just say a C.J. Stroud went on that drive, they'd be like, man, C.J. played great that right there. But now we're trying to evaluate every time Spencer to make sure that we don't want to cheer for Shuck a little bit. I think that it kind of gets in the way. It's a little bit unfair towards him, but we thought he played great, and that was a hell of a throw. Of course, you don't want to throw him out of bounds on the last play game, but stuff to learn from.
Yeah, I thought that Juwan Johnson should have came down with that ball. It is what it is. I don't want to be too hard on the dude, but it's come on, bro. Here we are again with this. We can't not say that. That's the immediate reaction. It's oh, it's this guy again.
Yeah, and to have the ball, to get the ball back, and to have your young quarterback lead you down there, you got to help him out too. You got to go out there and you got to make some of those plays. And Juwan's in there for that play. You look at his run blocking, it's non-existent. Right. He's in there to go make that play. And he did have a good game up until that point. But if you want to change your fortune, if you want to change, to who you are and to be in the very bottom of the NFL, those are plays. If your guy gives it to you in your hands, you got to come down with it. It's just what it is.
Yeah, and also going back to what I was saying about the vets, him included. But I think, for instance, Shaheed, man, think about how much we talked about Shaheed the entire offseason, dude. Oh, he best looking guy on the practice field, really going to take another step this year. And it's what did Shaheed finish with? 30-something yards? Can't happen, bro. We got to get this dude the ball. We got to figure it out. I know it's game one, but more shots, more shots. Yeah. I know the one that they threw to him in the corner of the end zone, his arm was getting grabbed, but it's don't stop there. You know what I'm saying? Even if we get the PI or whatever, at least take the shot.
Yeah, that was kind of it's kind of testament to the Cardinals' game plan. They played so over the top. You could tell Spencer even Spencer got tired of it at one point, got a little impatient, tried to take a shot. It got intercepted. Thank God there was I think there was illegal contact or something. It didn't count, but you could tell he wanted to push the ball to Shaheed. They were just playing over the top. They were giving you the inside stuff. But hopefully that's not a trend. Hopefully it's just the Cardinals went off, because I was watching. I was like, man, take the shot. But then more I kept watching, I was like, it's just not there. So that's unfortunate, because you want to make sure that Kellen's not like got the super conservative play calling style, but I don't know. I think it'll just improve. But you're right, Juwan Johnson's got to make that play, and Shaheed, you got to let him show out.
What do you think that they were thinking? Talking about the Cardinals to play, because they were playing too high the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you think that they were thinking to think that the Saints, that they could do that the whole game to the Saints?
I think they were completely like bend don't break mentality with a young quarterback, and your biggest threat again with the Saints is over the top, the deep ball. You saw it last year, like the big plays last year early in the season were the big plays. So they were like, take that away, make a young quarterback, a 5th round young guy, go 14, 15, 16 plays and score. Make him have to get
I was about to say, to get bored and say, you know what? Oh my gosh, I'm going to try to take a deep shot, even though the coverage isn't telling me to, Dev. And they were trying to bait a young quarterback into throwing one into that coverage, and they're going to come up with an interception. So it was a couple things. Take away Shaheed and Chris Olave's speed, and also let's see if we can, honestly, if we can get Spencer Rattler bored.
Right.
I was like, I don't think you can run the ball either if we have too high.
Yeah,
That's probably a lot of it.
And they did.
Yep.
They shouldn't stay with it.
Yep.
So.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think Demario Davis is taking?
I want some.
Yeah, I want whatever he's got.
Yeah, he's flying. I mean, he's flying around the field. He had a couple mistakes, but still, I mean, this dude. He's a machine. I mean, look at Cam Jordan too. I mean, easily probably our best player on defense. Him and DeMario and Carl Grandison, who really, I mean, we just don't. You know, I know we all know about him, but we really don't. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just how his name sounds, Carl Grandison. He's
a Carl.
Yeah, it's just like your neighbor, Carl Grandison. You know, but he is really good, man. He's really good. And then, I mean, look. The secondary is such a huge question mark. Kool-Aid started off the game good, fast, and then he just went into a downfall, and then he kind of maybe picked it up a little bit at the end. I just don't know, man. I don't know if we have a cornerback one. That's, I worry about that.
Gosh, yes. So yesterday for Kool-Aid was tough because I thought he was in position to make a lot of plays. He's going against Marvin Harrison Jr. as well. Did you see at least some growth? Because I did feel like Kool-Aid showed up more than he did a year ago. I'm not saying he's ready to be the number one follow Marvin Harrison Jr. around the field type corner, but I do think it looked better than it did a year ago.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And then the other guy, Yayadam, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. It's just that ain't it. That ain't it. What was that, 3rd and 11? And, I mean, he was on an island, bro. He wasn't even on the same island. It was just a different island, and it wasn't even close. I didn't understand that. That's one thing about the Saints defense yesterday. A couple of them drives, dude, they could not get off the field, dude, with the 3rd downs and stuff. It was insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their Arizona's Cardinal conversion was pretty good. Hey, I want to know how you feel about, we kind of saw a little bit of a tush push yesterday. I know for somehow, we didn't line enough people on the line of scrimmage on a tush push, but it's back. It's here.
Yeah, what was the call to that out?
I don't idea. I still don't understand it. I don't even think the Eagles is when the Eagles do it, there's not even a legal formation. How do they call the Saints on it?
Well, isn't that the whole thing? You're doing something illegal, but they just don't see it. And they saw it right away with the Saints.
Yeah, that's the flag. Refs didn't even know the tush push was coming. They were quick with that flag, though.
Yeah, man, that was insane, bro.
They would have got
really
it, though. They would have got it.
Yeah. And then Brzee on the blocked field goal. This dude really knows how to block field goals. Brzee, let me tell you, man, that dude, and I've said this for probably a year now, he just looks like he keeps getting better and better. I didn't think it was a bad game by him yesterday either, especially, he made that play with the blocked field goal. Groupie, oh, my God, bro, I've never hyped the kicker up so much, right? And
Captain.
Bro, how do you do that? We in the dome. There's no reason, bro. There's no reason.
Yeah.
That was just, and I'm not saying, because obviously that didn't wind up being the determining factor if we won the game or not, but it was close. It was close at one point.
Dev, another thing that stood out to me outside, so Kelvin Banks Jr., your first-round pick, he plays every snap offensively. Okay. You only had 16 plays on offense and defense combined from this rookie draft class in this first game. you had a second rounder, a third rounder, 2 fourth rounders that didn't play a snap on offense or defense. So you selected 9 players in this 2025 draft, and you got 16 plays from 9 players, including a second, a third, and 2 fourth rounders that didn't play on offense or defense. Like, I realize Tyler Shuck is one of those, but still, like, that's a draft asset that you had. That's like criminal behavior to have 16 plays from 9 players drafted.
Yeah, well, Broughton was out, right? And then, did Quincy Riley not get a snap?
Not on defense. I didn't see Stutzman or Riley on defense. Sanker got.
Dude, so true.
Yeah, Sanker got 1 play on defense. Devin Neal got 7 on offense. I think Diggs ended up getting 7 at edge rusher on the defense as well. Fidel Diggs, the 7th rounder from Syracuse.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand not playing Stutzman and Quincy Riley. I mean, that's insane because we could have used Quincy Riley. Like, if there's one thing you take from Quincy Riley since he's been here, what we've seen, whether it's in preseason, training camp, whatever, is what is he good at? He's good at getting turnovers. At least we could have at least tried it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing we really needed yesterday. We needed a big turnover.